Hello friends, I am Dinesh and you are watching The Indian Diplomat. Today we are going to discuss about the India-USA relations. Let's have a look at the official status of the relation. According to Ministry of External Affairs, the relation is based on the shared democratic values. As you know, India is the largest democracy in the world and USA is the oldest democracy in the world. So they are having shared democratic values and there is a growing convergence on bilateral, regional and global issues. For example, at bilateral level, we are having cooperation in defense, in civil nuclear deal, and so on. At the regional level, we are cooperating on the ASEAN platform, we are cooperating in the Middle East, so we are cooperating at different regions of the world. And at global level, we are having strategic convergence on multiple issues like the rise of China. So there is a growing convergence. So all this evolved the partnership into strategic partnership of global significance. Remember using these words in the exam because this will give you an edge. Now let's have a look at the factors which by looking at which we can say that we are having strategic partnership. So first of all the relation has been institutionalized as we are having a 2 plus 2 dialogue with USA at the level of Foreign Secretary of USA and Foreign Minister of India and the Defense Secretary of USA and Defense Minister of India. And as seen by the statements of top officials of both countries in the recent times, we can say that there is uh, there is a there is a feeling that we are having a strategic partnership, like our Indian Prime Minister PM Modi in his speech at US Congress has said that India has come out of the hesitations of the past by saying that he was indicating at the non-alignment and the distance which we maintained during our during the Cold War where we were more close to the USSR. So by saying that he was indicating in the shift India is trying to shift from trying to balance out Russia and USA. And similarly, the former USA President Obama also said that the India USA relation will be the most defining partnership of the 21st century. So, this also indicates the strategic partnership of both countries. Now, have a look at the areas of convergence. The first and most important area of convergence is on the rise of China. For India, China is the biggest security threat, and for USA, it is the biggest challenge to the hegemony it created in the world. So they are having area of convergence when it comes to the rise of China. Then, as you know that we are having Act East policy, and similarly USA in 2011 launched the Asia Pivot policy. So there is a convergence in Act East, Act East policy and Asia Pivot policy because both countries are cooperating in the Indo-Pacific region in the form of Quad platform, and this is again to check the rise of China in the maritime domain. Then the deepness of relation is reflected by the special treatment received by India when USA had walked an extra mile when it signed the Indo-US nuclear deal of 2018, sorry 2008. As you know that India is not a part of or not a member of nuclear suppliers group, so no country can share civil nuclear technology with India. But USA had walked an extra mile and signed the Nuclear Cooperation or the Indo-USA Nuclear Deal of 2008, which facilitate the transfer of civil nuclear technology to India. This is very critical for India's energy security. And then another major area of convergence is on defense. You know, recently in 2018, USA had granted the STA1 status, that is Strategic Trade Authorization First status. Now you would think that what is the importance of this status? So, if any country is having HTA1 status, then it will facilitate faster technology transfer. So, if India is asking now, USA will not only sell the weapons, it will also transfer the technology along with weapons. Also, India has signed multiple defense pacts with USA like LEMOA, UMA, COMCASA, and recently BECA. I will make a separate video on these for defense pacts because there can be a question on different direct question on defense cooperation, so we will have a another look on that aspect. But there are some challenges also in the relation. For example, the biggest strategic divergence between these two countries are on the issue of trade, be it protectionist policies by the Trump administration or the Modi government. Both countries are going for protectionism, especially after the COVID pandemic. Again, there is still a debate on the Doha talks of World Trade Organization, in which there was provisions like that India can give agriculture subsidy, and USA was asking for that India should remove agriculture subsidies. So there is a convergence on that also. Then again, USA want a liberal e-commerce market in India, but India want to protect its indigenous products. So again, this is related to protectionist policies. So India is not allowing the e-commerce industries to have an the currently there is an FDI limit of 25%, like that they can only invest up to 25%. Amazon can sell only 25% of its total product in India. Then again, the data security issues there because India wants to like USA is the Facebook is a tech giant from USA, and they want to store the data in USA, but India wants that they should store the critical data in India itself. The server should be located in India itself. So there is a area of divergence, and as you seen recently, Trump administration revoked the GSP status. So in GSP status, you know that there were some flexible import norms for India. There were certain items of India which were getting zero import duty, but now when they removed the GSP status, then they have to compete with the local USA products. So these are the issues which are in which India and USA having divergence. These are the trade issues in which India and USA having divergence. Then if we look at the geopolitics, then there are two major countries with which India having good relation, with Russia and Iran, but both of them are a indirect challenge to the US hegemony, we can say that, or we can say that USA is not having a good friendship with them or a good taste with them. So the India Russia relation, for example, the that you know that Russia is a source of high technology weapons for India, but you know USA had warned India that if we purchase certain critical weapons system like S-400 Trimp missile, then there may be India may face the CARTS Act, uh, which is an USA domestic law to counter its adversaries. So India may face sanctions under the Section 235 of CARTS Act. So the India-USA relations creates a divergence for India-USA relation. And then you know India-Iran. So we can in the case of India-Iran we can say that India and USA have a strategic divergence in the West Asia, because Iran is critical for India's energy security due to its proximity and cheap oil or cheap petroleum. But you know the US-Iran relation tensions has been increasing day by day. Like they killed their journalist. Iran accused USA to interfere in its domestic politics and so on. So it again creates a divergence. So we can say that there is bit of convergence, there is a bit of divergence, but one scholar, Harshvipant, has said that the global balance of superpowers is in the state of flux because there is a rise of many superpowers, be it China, be it USA, be it Russia, India, Turkey. There has been simultaneous rise of many superpowers. So they're bound to have challenges and opportunities for both India and USA. Both countries should try to adjust themselves with emerging realities, because we are not living in a bipolar world or unipolar world. It is a multipolar world. So we have to adjust with the emerging realities. USA should accept India Russia relation, and at the same time India should respect USA Pakistan closeness, or be it any other uh, area of divergence. And as suggested by the former Secretary of State of USA, Max Tillerson, that India USA are great friends, and great friends bound to have difference, but these differences should not affect the relationship, which is based on the concept of strategic altruism. So this is it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.